They say you die twice. Once when your breath leaves your body, and once when your own blood tells you that you're worth more dead than alive. My name is George Wilson. I spent 35 years mixing concrete, sweat, and hope to build a $9.5 million empire. I thought I was building a future for my son. I didn't realize I was actually building a stage for my own public execution. It was Tyler's 5th birthday, 50 guests, the elite of the city. My son, Michael, looked at me and called me trash. He said I was a relic, a stinking reminder of a past he wanted to bury. And then Britney, his wife, she pushed me. I fell into my chair, and as I looked up at 50 silent faces, I realized they weren't waiting for me to speak. They were waiting for me to disappear. Let's talk about trash. In 1986, when Michael was born, Sarah and I had nothing but a $2,000 pickup truck. When cancer took her 2 years later, I stood over her casket and made a vow to the wind. Our boy would never know the cold I felt growing up. I worked 18-hour shifts. I poured concrete in the freezing winter until my fingers were permanently bent. I missed every holiday so he could have a nursery. Every brick in this city has my DNA on it. I thought money was a shield. I gave him a Harvard MBA. I gave him a $200,000 wedding. I thought love meant removing every struggle. I didn't realize that by removing the wind, I was making sure he'd never learn to fly. I created a man who knew the price of everything, but the value of nothing. He didn't see a father. He saw a bank account with a heartbeat. Then came Britney, beautiful, charming, and a predator. She saw a lonely old man and a weak son, and she started digging our graves. Michael changed. Every request came with Tyler's name on it. Tyler needs a mansion. Tyler needs a Range Rover. They were using the boy as a pawn to drain the empire. For months, I felt dizzy. My loving daughter-in-law would bring me coffee every morning. I sat in the dark and watched the hidden cameras. I saw her mixing salt and unprescribed diuretics into my cup. She was trying to trigger a stroke. And Michael? He stood there. He watched her do it. He asked, "Is it enough to make it look natural?" My own son was checking his watch, waiting for my heart to stop. The second blow was worse. I opened the envelope. DNA results for Tyler. Probability of paternity, 0%. Tyler wasn't a Wilson. Michael knew. He sat there and watched me love a stranger's child, all to keep the money flowing. They were erasing my existence while I was still here. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I acted like the engineer I am. I called them into my office. Michael sat there, arrogant. I handed him the envelope. DNA, recordings, murder plot, and then the moral character clause. I told him, "The $9.5 million is gone, Michael. I liquidated it this morning. You are no longer my heir. You are just a stranger who smells like greed." The FBI was waiting in the lobby. Attempted murder is a federal crime, Britney. As for the mansion, it was owned by my trust. I had the locks changed while they were at brunch. I watched Michael crawl on the sidewalk, sobbing, "Dad, I'm your only blood." I looked at him and felt nothing. Blood is a biological fact, Michael. Family is a moral choice. You made yours. A year later, I saw him, my son, pouring concrete for $15 an hour. He looked tired, broken. He saw me and stopped, waiting for a rescue that would never come. I remembered the day he called me trash.
I realized he finally has what he wanted. A life without me. It's just much heavier than he imagined.
He is finally learning the price of the bricks he tried to steal. I sold the company. I gave every cent to people who build homes. not those who destroy them. I live here now. No millions, just peace and Sarah's memory. To the parents out there, love your children, but don't build an empire for a monster. Build their character first. Because an empire without a soul is just a very expensive graveyard. My name is George Wilson. I lost my son, but I saved my soul.